Guys, how's it going? Peace. 921 today, Friday. Happy Friday. I've been out handing out senior lawn signs for happy graduation, so this one's a little late. Sorry. This ain't mea culpa, but anyway. Which is sweeter? This is kind of not going to be too hard of a lesson. It's talking about just proportional ratios, and we've been doing that all year. But this one is called multiplicative growth in percents. So anything in math can grow. Have you ever mixed a powdered drink or soup and found it to be too watery or too strong? In this lesson, like when you make lemonade, maybe, you will use mathematics to compare the concentration or strength of the two mixtures. So let's start right away with number 29. Kay and Bill love hummingbirds. Who doesn't? Every spring they hang feeders around their gardens with a mixture of water and corn syrup. The birds, I should bring my hummingbird mixer in and show it to you. I do the same thing. Say we're comparing the sweetness of the recipes. Bill thinks his is sweeter. Mine has 5 cups of corn syrup and yours only has 3. Kay thinks hers is sweeter, but mine has a higher percentage of corn syrup, she argues. So if you look at their recipes, neither one of them knows what's going on unless they've done this mental math, which is really hard. She has quarts of water and cups of corn syrup, where he has gallons of water and cups of corn syrup. So the cups you can compare, but they're not going into the same amount of water. 2 quarts has nothing to do with it has something to do with gallons, but it's teeny compared to gallons. So what you can see on this board is I've written down some unit conversions, if you might, between quarts and cups and quarts and gallons. So 1 quart equals 4 cups. So here's my 4 cups for 1 quart. And Kay has 2 quarts. So she's going to have 8 cups. Because this is 1 quart and this is 2 quart. So she has 3 cups. This is of water. Can you see the whole board? Yeah. So that's Kay. Now, the other guy, Bill, who's a little bit snotty, according to my voice, has, and this is 3 cups of corn. I'll say sugar. He has 2 gallons of water. 1 gallon is 4 quarts. So this is 1 quart. So we need to multiply this by 4. This is 1 quart, and he has 8 quarts. So Bill has 8 quarts of water because he has 2 gallons. So 2 and 8 would be multiplying this by 2. And we know a quart is 4 cups. So he has 32 cups of sugar, the corn sweetener. So now we can compare cups and cups, basically. So Bill has 5 cups of sugar. This is water. Not bad. To 32 cups of water. And Kay has 3 cups of sugar to 8 cups of water. So if you use your calculator and find out those numbers, I'm thinking it's looking like, I don't want to speak too soon, but I think maybe Kay's is sweeter. Let's see. 5 divided by 32 is 0.156, and K's is 3 divided by 8, which is 0.375. Okay, so the sugar to the water, you can see K's number is larger, even though I'm not sure that's the right. Let me pause the video for a second and double check that I haven't done something wrong. Okay, I double checked what I did, and ooh, I don't know if you could even see that in the last video. And it's the right numbers, but I think, so Bill has 5 cups of sugar and 32 cups of water. And Kay has 3 cups of sugar and 8 cups of water. But to get the actual percentage of corn syrup, I can't compare sugar to water. I have to compare sugar to whole. So instead of 3 to 8, I'm going to have to add this 3 cups of sugar to the 3 cups of water to make the whole hummingbird juice. So for Kay, her 3 cups, of sugar is going to have to be over 11 cups of total. It's a juice. Let's just call it juice. It's not really juice though. So 3/11 is actually about 27%. And for Bill, it's 5 cups of sugar to 37 cups of water, which equals 13.5. About. When I put a squiggly line, that means about, almost, approximately. They rounded. So K is definitely correct. Hers is sweeter. And the next question, B, says, what information is important to decide which mixture is sweeter, the amount of corn syrup or the percentage? So it's the percentage. And yeah, we already answered that pretty much. So let's look at 30 and 31, and then I think that's all we need to do. Let me double check. Go away. Today is what? End of April, 1st of May, 29 through 31. Okay, so 3 more. Kiana read that hummingbirds prefer food that is approximately 20% corn syrup. Good for Kiana. If she wants to make 8 quarts of hummingbird food, how much syrup should she use? Work with your team to find at least 2 ways to solve this problem. I think I'm gonna let you guys solve that one. All you're gonna need to remember is the quart, 1 quart equals, how many cups? I already forgot, 4 cups. And 4 quarts equals a gallon. I don't know if you need that one to solve this. You might just need the first one. Okay, Kiana discovers that, oh, I can tell you the answer though. How about that? That might help you through it. 1.1, I'll write it in red. For number 30, the answer is 1.6 quarts. Or, so you could have it either way, 4 cups. Oh, here comes the street sweeper. There's my dog barking at it. Okay, Kiana discovers, so moving on to 31. Kiana discovers that she only has 3.5 cups of corn syrup, so she needs this much. We're still talking about Kiana, who has the magical mixture. She still wants to make the hummingbird food that is 20%. She's curious how much hummingbird food she can make. So she can use less, right? She can cut the recipe in half, about, not quite in half. So we can use math to figure that out. She knows 20% of the total volume of hummingbird will be 3.5 cups. And she remembers she can use multiplication to find a portion of something. Use this idea to write a multiplication equation for her problem situation. So she has 20%. Oh, look at all 20% is the magical hummingbird number that our birds like to drink from. Woo. And hopefully you remember that 20% is 0.2 as a decimal. And we want to find out how much she can make with her 3.5 cups of sugar, corn syrup. So that's the equation. It's the magical equation that she's going to use. Pretty cool. And then we're going to solve it or use another strategy. So why don't we just use this strategy since it's already on the board? Okay. So the way I'm going to solve for x is I'm going to isolate it on this left side of the equation. So if I do something to this side of the scale, think of this as a scale. If I do something over here, I have to do over here, or the scale is gonna go off kilter. So to get rid of this 0.2 times x, I'm going to divide it. Because 0.2 over 0.2 is 1. So this goes away now. Since I did it to this side, I also have to do it to this side. So I'm going to divide this by 0.2. And I'm going to get that it equals 17.5 cups of the sweet stuff, of the drink. So instead of using the 6.5 cups to make 8 quarts, she's going to use 3.5 cups to make 17.5 cups. And then the last question, C, how long is this? Oh, it went over. I have to stop.